Well, Grand Rising and Wholeness family, welcome to Homeschool Approach to Holistic Health. I'm your nutrition assistant, Coach Scott, here in the Garden of Ether where we host our self-healing retreat experiences. Today's episode is all about self-care. Fridays are dedicated to self-love, but Coach Scott decided to do an episode of 101 ways to care for yourself. So pay attention to the details in the background because I won't be conversing about 101 ways, but I'll definitely be giving you my top favorites. One of my favorite ways to self-care is grounding. Okay, guys, so some of my research has led me to believe that your bones actually connect to Mother Nature and allows your muscles the opportunity to relax. And you're able to wake up the next AM and say, Grand Rising family. So the bed, there's nothing like the bed in nature, guys. Even if you take a bed of leaves and you put them all together, it's not the same consistency as your bed. So just give it a little consideration. Try it. Get out of your bed for a night. See what it's like. And number 2, okay, Coach Scott does not wear clothes. This is me in character, guys. I couldn't come on here wearing my natural, okay? So number 2 way that Coach Scott cares for herself is wearing no clothes, guys. The skin is the biggest organ on your body, and all your cells, including your skin cells, eat, drink, poop, sleep, everything that you do, your skin does. So look at all your organ systems as entities of themselves and let them do what you feel is best for you. You came out of your mother with no clothes on, guys. We came out what I like to call natural. I don't say naked, nude, none of that. We are natural. We are natural. So I had to throw some clothes on because, you know, it's not that kind of scene YouTube. So so I had to at least get into character for you guys. But Coach Scott's number 2 way of self-care is the natural. Okay, family, before we continue our 101 ways to create your own self-care, I want to remind you that the whole channel is about self-love. So we have a Shilajit Tea that is already uploaded for you regarding how to make it, and there's a self-love massage in that video. So again, just go through all the videos and see that there are so many ways that you can love yourself. Yes, so I got the blue vervain like I wanted, and as you can see, Coach Scott is getting it together. Okay, can you see that? So I have all my little teas and spices and stuff. The Palo Santo that I like to call Palo Alto because it gets you high. So yes, I'm trying to organize, guys. That's actually another way that I enjoy my self-care. If you remember when we were all cooking with our seasonings, so these are ways that I actually create my teas and spices and broths. So without further ado, I know I keep saying that, we're going to create the soursop tea. So you don't have to use the tea ball for the soursop. All you really have to do is make sure you smush it up real tight to kind of release all the minerals that's inside it. You can put it in your mortar if you like, but I prefer to do it this way. And then you just stick it in your little teacup and pour on your hot water directly on the tea leaf. And you're actually going to want to let that sit anywhere from 4 to 7 minutes so that it'll. So I got the surprise of my life. Another thing that Coach Scott loves to do is before I wake up in the AM, or after I wake up in the AM, before I open my eyes in the AM, I start thinking about all the things that I love to do creatively. And that brings what I consider that magnetic energy and pull for new things to come and happen for you. So I love doing new things, and I love going inside of my imagination and thinking about all the things that I like to do. And again, I think that pulls things to me. So today I got a surprise. I look forward to surprises when I'm in my etheric imagination stage. And so today I cannot stop smiling. My face hurts because my daughter, that beautiful goddess of mine, oh my God, I love her. She sent me a care package, guys. I hope you guys can see me because it's kind of promptu right now. So she sends me this Kitchen Supreme. I think it makes noodles. But I send her care packages all the time. So for her to send me one, okay, this is like self-care. So she sends me chickpeas. Oh my gosh, I love her. And she sent me, I don't even know how many boxes of the noodles. OMG. Okay, so like, she's the best ever. So surprises is another way to self-care. Thank you, goddess. Mwah. So yeah, crystals are a way that I love to self-care, charge, and all that good stuff. And being able to have Mr. Coach Scott here for lunch is always wonderful because he likes to make our salads. Thank you, John. Oh, and who is this down here? This is Mr. Nubis. Upstairs is Newt. And he's always a good friend to have around. Why? Because when you don't feel like doing anything, he does a lot of the work for you. So what are you making, Mr. Scott?
I'm making the famous 6-layer salad.
Which is another way to self-love, self-care. It's a video already posted. Take a look. And there's also all kind of videos of us and our anniversary, which is another way to invite somebody into your self-care. Of course, self-care by yourself is definitely needed, but inviting someone else in is another way to love on yourself. So I have a surprise for Mr. Coach Scott.
Oh.
Stay tuned if you're interested. Hold on. Okay, Mr. Coach Scott. Working from home. Come on, here's a surprise for you. Follow me. Nubis is at work. And I'm still in my pajamas. Mr. Coach Scott is up working and carrying salads. Oh, did you see the load of clothes that's back there that needs to be done? But I'm not worried about it because this is my self-care day. Look, Mr. Coach Scott, I set it up for us.
Oh, wow. Nice, nice.
Isn't it nice?
It is.
So another one of my self-care, guys, is I like to do little things like this. And you just have to choose what you like to do. So for me, I like to create lots and lots of cozy spaces with lots of pillows and blankets. Another self-care tip, guys, is your favorite color. So if you can't tell already, my favorite color is blue. And it's just another way to go around the house and create that energy of positivity. I will even buy some dishwashing liquid that's blue just to love myself, guys. tapestries and comfortable pillows and blankets and comforters, and books are a great way to self-care. This is my yoga bed. Hey, Noob. Some of my artwork reminds me to self-care, do my yoga. And of course my Yogini Maat luxury hymn mat. Journaling is a very lovely way of self-care, guys. I mean, just being able to write down all the things you thought about when you were dreaming. You can make it a dream book, your ambitions, your goals. Of course, I like a gratitude. This one says, life is a journey. Take notes along the way. So I enjoy this, just writing inside of my journal, and then I offer it to my etheric altar, which is an extension of my crystal altar with all my essential oils. And if you notice, I have all my plants around, and whenever they start to die or deteriorate, I'll take them off and I'll put them over here in another plant to allow new growth. Look at that. I'm really looking for probably an African word for this altar, so I haven't found it yet, but it's coming. I love to put crystals by my plants because they enjoy them, specifically quartz crystals. Amethyst is one of the faves, and so sometimes I'll put them inside of the water as well when I'm pouring my libations, allowing just the plant to get its minerals just like we get our minerals. This is my water altar. And water has so much in it. It has hydrogen, oxygen, so many minerals inside of water that is good for you. So this is just another way to give back to my ancestors, spiritual guide, water itself as an entity, and allow myself to spend time with water and see what it wants to teach me. Oh, it's ready. You got the goddess ready to give a water birth. She bursts from the womb in water. Ring soap is like my babe. One of Coach Scott's favorite ways to self-care is to create. If I can create beautiful, comfortable, warm living spaces for other people, then I don't slack when it comes to myself. I deserve the same excellence. So some days I do key limes, and if I feel like I want orange fragrance, then I'll do orange. If I want to create a new fragrance, then I'll create a new fragrance, but I will not slack. I will treat myself just like I treat anybody else. So let me tell you about a few of my favorite products. These are some of my favorite products. If it's raining outside, of course, one of my favorite products is the ring water mixed with the clary sage. Right now I only have the wild sage. However, the wild sage and sweet orange are a couple of my favorites. And if someone else is doing my hair, then I don't mind using the rose water. However, because my skin is so sensitive to the purified water, I typically have to have someone else do this one for me. And because my hands are so sensitive to it, it makes me wonder how well it's working for my hair. But every time I use this, my hair is so shiny and pretty, and I get compliments, so it's hard to give it up. I also use the Aquapana spring water when I'm doing my hair. However, if the rainwater is available, I'll use it, but if not, I'll use this. And I also use a different brand if I want to give myself that bath, the bath that makes you come out feeling all out of the spring, but I do use a different brand because the aquapana can get kind of pricey. If I'm detoxing the body, then I may use like a pink Himalayan sea salt that you can get from Everything's $1, or I may even use their Epsom salt to get a nice lather. Then I may use my Kissimmee soap. It also has the sea salt in it as well as the olive oil. But if I'm going to mineralize my water, then I may use all my crystals. Some of my favorite are the clear quartz and any kind of quartz actually, including the citrine and the amethyst. I even have my opal. Now typically I use the tumbled. If you notice, these are tumbled stones. And this one's a little more polished, so I don't always pick these, but I don't have much opal, so I go ahead and use that one as well. And if I'm going to infuse it with minerals, again, I may use a yoni steam. If it's good enough for the yoni, then it's good enough for your bath. And again, after I get out of the bath, then I may use my shea butter. This is my favorite product, as well as my coconut oil. If my husband's helping me out, this is one of my favorite products because of the aroma of this coconut oil. It's great for massages, and you can mix the two together and have a great little massage oil. Now my key lime is looking a little lemony. However, it's really good for your underarms as well as other hygiene and things of that nature, including the teeth as well. So you remember the story about the amethyst crystal? There was a smaller crystal that I placed inside of my window, and turns out that Mr. Coach Scott ended up giving me 27 new wind altars. These are my ventanas. Hey, look at the sun shining through. Yeah, so we're in the self-healing room right now, that deep breathing meditation, the yoga bed, and all that good stuff. But if you remember, can you see Mother Nature breathing? Just a quick insert regarding altars. I love how nature creates her own altars and we just mimic them. Beautiful fire, sun, electric, magnetic spectrum of sunlight, creating these beautiful frequencies within the whole house. So whether it be the extension of ether into earth, fire, I am so grateful for all these different frequencies and nature. Wind blowing, there she goes. Hey, she had to represent. Yes. So this is the wind altar. Well, actually, there's 27 in the house, so. Another one of Coach Scott's favorite things to do during the self-care day is meditate, of course, and stretch before my 5-mile walk. I'm so interested in going on this gratitude walk right now. However, I'm not going to take you with me this time. If you're interested in going on a gratitude walk with Coach Scott, please look in the description of some of the uploads that I already have, and I'm sure you'll find something that you're interested in there. It's called a 5-mile gratitude walk with Coach Scott. So not on this episode, but for now, I did want to share with you that it's one of my favorite self-care activities is going on a gratitude walk. So before I go on my walk, I'm going to stretch, and I want to show you this stretch in this video, a little more detailed on an upcoming video, but right now I just want to express how phenomenal this exercise is. It's a warm-up. It's simply starting from your feet all the way to your head. Okay, so right now I have on my socks. Usually I'm barefoot. And I'll interlock my hands and I'll push down on the leg and pull this way. So inhale deep, sitting up straight, and exhale. Ooh, hear those snap, crackle, pops? And I do that 3 times, guys. Reverse, And then after I do that, I'll go in and out and in and out and in and out. All deep breathing. And even though it may appear that I'm only working out my foot at this time, as well as my legs. You can see my calves moving too. But you're also working those love handles. If you're interested in getting rid of those love handles, ladies, this is actually a way to do it. Ooh, y'all hear those snap, crackle, pops? That essence of Coach Scott is just being released. Push. And I'm just going to do this real quick because I want to just get through this. Because like I said, I'm going to have a detailed one later. Then you go down and up and down and up. And the whole reason that I want to show you this is because right now I'm working my legs. At first I was working my feet. Oh, and the stretching feels like breathing. It's so beautiful. And then I switch. Ooh. So what you're doing is you're moving your energy upward. So now I'm going to work on those hips. Oh, I like to go with the most resistance first. And then I switch to the least resistance. And I do that 3 times. You can also move your hands while you're doing that. And I'm only just going to do a couple. And then I'm going to show you the other side as well, though. Because I don't want you to forget to do the other side. And because I'm selfishly enjoying this. Okay. So then, I like to put my feet together. And work the abdomen. You can stay here with it in circular motions going around, and then you can also make bigger circles. So you got your big circles and you got your little circles. But the whole meaning behind it is just to get all that energy coming upward. Then I go to my chest, where I'm very stiff, if you can't tell. And then I go to my head. Sitting as erect as possible. Oh my gosh. And when you're finished, guys, it should feel like you have energy from your feet, your legs, your abdomen, your chest, your neck, all the way up, vibrating high. And I'm ready to go on this walk. Watching the sunset is another way that I love to self-care. It's so beautiful out. Smelling my basil is another way that I love to self-care. Self-care day. Check. Oh my goodness, guys. I have enjoyed my day I could have episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, on and on and on when it comes to self-care. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Look who joined me on my self-care day. Hey, handsome.
Hey.
We're going to end off the night with a couple of sweet treats, some coconut water and some dates. It's always good to have things that are good for you before you go to bed. It's probably better not to have anything at all, however. It's an opportunity to self-care. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you will enjoy some of these tips yourself. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you tried. 101 ways to love yourself. Also, check a lot of the video uploads that we have out because there's so many different ways to love yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Love your wholeness. Mwah.